Okay, I had a couple problems with the way that I normally record these videos, so sorry. I had to take care of that. And now I'm just wanting to make sure that I have everything else because I have never done it this way before. And let me see. I'm assuming that I will have people tell me if things are not going well at all, right? And unfortunately, it's looking like I cannot figure this out of how to get it to be recorded. So, anyway, I shall. Um, I'm just gonna kind of start now, but you're gonna see me doing little bits of other stuff trying to figure this out. Um, so, hi, I'm Colleen Fletcher, and just a little bit about me. In Reiki and energetic healing, things like this, for the past 27 years with my business. I have done it far before with me just being me. Um, I kind of have that natural talent. I just didn't know how to deal with it as a kid. So there's that. A lot of what Reiki is as well is that deep connection within yourself and meditations. So I've been doing meditations for myself for 48 years. Crazy, I know. Um, I do have one son, and I was born in Honolulu, Hawaii. Um, so there's that. I'm really hoping that this is all working because I'm getting a lot of really weird errors at the moment. So, um, if Kiri, if you're here, just send me a text. I don't know, something funky's going on. What I normally use changed, and it wouldn't work for me. Okay, so back to Reiki. I have taught these courses before. I did them always in my boutique and my office space. And, then COVID hit and I'm changing everything up. And I actually really, 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 thanks, Kiri, really, really like this format. I'm like everyone else. I miss seeing people, but I see some people in my office, and there's that. So, what am I bringing into Reiki? What am I bringing to this experience for you? And I guess I'm going to back up just a little bit because that's going to help to let you know what I bring into everything, what I bring into the Reiki aspect. So my licenses include: I'm a massage therapist, I am a hypnotherapist, I'm a metaphysician, I'm a Reiki master, and I'm also an esthetician. So when I kind of talk about Reiki in the real world experiences, and I have extra classes set up into this, that those are the things that I'm pulling into the Reiki for you. Okay, so it's Reiki in the real world. And I'm going to talk a bit more about what those extra classes are. What I also bring in is really just my super, super unique, crazy funkiness that you love or you don't. So it's going to be intertwined with laughter, it's going to be intertwined with professionalism and a mass amount of honesty. I've had one of the people that has taken Reiki from me in the past that said, had I ever been exposed to Reiki through someone else, I would have never listened to them. I would have never even given it another thought to take these courses, which means she would have never taken these courses at all. She would have never been exposed to Reiki. So to me, that's a brilliant, brilliant compliment. So thank you so much. I love the fact that I give such, just that reality with it. Now, so for those of you that don't know what Reiki is, let's talk about that just a little bit, because I know there's a couple people here that do. Now, what is Reiki? I can tell you it's a deep spiritual connection to the universe and to the quantum levels of energetics. And it is that. I can tell you that it is a way to connect to the divine essence of yourself. It is that. But what I really, really want out of Reiki for you is that you feel it. And being that you are unique and feel it in your own way, and everyone feels this in their own way. That's what I want for you with this, is so that you can get that sense for it. Yes, we all have that quantum connection and that deep energetic being within us, and that connection to source or creation, whatever you want to call it. We all have that. But I want you to feel it in your way so that you can express it not only for your personal well-being, but for how you want to help other people with it as well. And I get that a lot of people don't want to do it on others. That's totally fine. With this course, though, there will be stages where we go through and do that, because that's really, really important. Very important that you can work. And in teaching one of my last ones that I taught live, I know one of the people in there really wasn't sure about doing the distance work at all. And she has now said that that was the best part, and she's really glad that I made her do that. And I knew just from my own self how powerful that would be for her. And she did use the words, "I'm so glad you made me do it." Because I really encouraged that to happen. What I really want is for you to get how you're plugged into this energetic source with it. I always liken that to, how in your house and you have the electrical currents, and we know that when I want to charge my computer, I just plug into it, right? That's how we get in that energetic source. So what I liken the whole connection with the Reiki is, and I don't call them attunements, I call them activations. To me, it just is a little bit more of what I'm doing. I'm activating you into plugging you into that source. So, if that kind of helps a bit as well, that's definitely the way that I look at doing this. Okay. Now, I've also heard Reiki described in this way, and I'm just going to read this off for you. Reiki is the gift of vitality and self-preservation encoded into the genetic makeup of all God's creatures. It is the higher self's connection to the universal energy that breathes life into all living things. We are all born with the omniscient wisdom to heal and preserve life. All living things are connected. Our ancestors used and relied on their own abilities and instincts. And oftentimes, unfortunately, these basic skills have been forgotten and are rarely used today. Humanity is in its relentless ambition for progress and has given up its most precious and natural gift. And that is a lot of really what that quantum connection is with us, that cellular, it's that piece in between the positive and the negative neurons, and that's in our cellular structure. So that's that part that we're connecting, or that we're plugging into with Reiki. All right, so who is this course for? It's for those wanting to deepen their current levels of Reiki. I know a lot of people get attuned more than once, or get activated more than once, which is quite common. Oftentimes you feel that you got it with one person, and then you like the other person that you're connecting with. And it's just kind of a way of boosting up your own skills. You're always going to be getting something different from each person you learn it from. It's like anything else. You just learn a new way with it. Okay, so anyone wanting to deepen their current levels of Reiki. If you've never taken Reiki before, I would look at it more of that deeper connection with yourself. So there's that really, really big part of it as well. And that's, again, if you've taken it before from someone else, you're just going to deepen that connection with yourself even more. Okay? This course, while this group I know is women enriched, the course is actually designed for men as well. I tend to work more with women. It's an interesting thing. In my practice in Oregon and my whole business there, I had far more male clients than what I do now that I live in Idaho. So predominantly my baseline of clients and people that I work with are female now. Don't know why that happened. I have some guesses with it, but this course in particular is definitely designed for men and women alike. You kind of have to be just a little bit bitchin', a little bit. I tend to work with not total fringe riders, but people, that are a little bit of renegades, a little bit crazy, know what they want, but can't quite, totally not fitting into the norm. And that's what I really, really like to connect with, because that is the part we all still need to express. And just because we feel like we've never fit in with anyone else or any other place, we still have that piece of us that is a massive part of the whole world that makes it all go around. And so to have that connection, that's who I connect with. That's who I resonate with. So that's a lot of it as well. Those rebels, renegades, people like that. Then also, a lot of times with this, people, it's not that there's anything wrong with what's going on in life for them right now. They're doing really good, happy with the way things are going, but they kind of have that sense that they know there's just that little bit of extra piece that they want to boost up with, or level up with. And that's one of those things. My son drives him crazy when people say that now, because from his perspective, that's a gaming term. So people that are not gamers, that don't know where that came from, shouldn't be doing it. But anyway, it works really well. We just won't tell him that I said that, okay? But anyone that wants to go from point A to point B in their life and realize that, I've just shifted up a whole bunch and I feel even better, just learning something new and moving forward. That is the type of thing as well. If you're super comfortable in living with constant headaches and kind of not being fulfilled, then this is not that class for you. If you're fine with, kind of feeling lackluster, then I'd suggest looking elsewhere. But I know that's not you. I know you guys are the kind that really want to be moving from A to B and just resonating with yourself in that connection so much with you. I know that's you. Okay. We already talked a little bit about me, my honesty, and that's the stuff that I pull in here as well. So much of what I want is to have you feel it. And we're going to be doing some exercises, so stay around with me. And I'm going to show you a couple ways that you can start to do that already. Okay. So I have this really cool, it's a super simple, back to the basics type of meditation, and it's a chill type of thing. So you will have access to that today if you just sign up for it, and then you'll get access to that. And that's designed to not really so much even as a meditation, but just as in a, whew, I'm going to sleep far better tonight, or I'm going to connect in just a bit more on a really basic level. Because I know so often you jump straight into these things, and it's the beginning basics type of thing that is kind of overlooked, not known about. I don't know. Anyway, check that out, okay? That is really meant to just help calm, soothe right here, right now, and you could start that part of it today. So I mentioned that there are real world classes that will be pulled into this, and this is a 6-week course, so it goes quite quickly. There's a lot of information with it, but the 4 extra classes that I have built into this and how to use it in the real world. The first one is easing and working with energetic cooties. And I think COVID is the best example of now what that means. People kind of used to not get it when I would talk about energetic cooties. People kind of get it now a lot. I guess like when you go to the store and you're just like, ew, where are all the cooties? And you've got to clean your hands all the time now. That happens on an energetic level also. When you go to the store and the cashier is really, really grumpy and you're in a good mood before, but you either change that cashier's perspective or that cashier's negativity has rubbed off on you and you go out feeling like, oh, what the hell just happened? I feel horrible. That type of thing. Those are energetic cooties. So we're going to work with that as well. The other one that we're going to do for the real world is working with your yes-no response. Your yes-no response is a very physical aspect of trusting your intuition even more. So it's taking the physical, and there's a couple different ways that we're going to go through this of body responses that we'll do. And so that you can have a physical response that you know and trust into trusting your intuition, which is a more of the esoteric of, your gut response. Okay, it's not quite as viscerally tangible. Okay, so we're going to connect those, and we're going to use Reiki with that and really amplify that. The other one is Reiki and skincare. Because what you put forth, that's really, really big. Okay, so Reiki and your skincare. And that's going to be one of the little bits that I have for you after this. The other final course with that is Reiki and crystals, and how to really get far out there with that esoteric aspect of what all of this can be as well. All right, so what I hear a lot from people is, well, I can't feel anything with Reiki. And that's normally when people are giving Reiki to someone else and they just can't feel it within them. They know that they have results from it from other people, but they can't feel it. So I'm going to go through and really help you with a couple techniques, and I'm going to start that as well today for you. Just of what different ways for you to make it tangible so you can feel it, okay? I know that everyone feels this stuff differently as well and gets different pieces out of it. But what I want is to find what works for you. And we're going to go through that so much so that you get it. You get it. Again, if you've had it before, you're going to get it in a new level. You're going to level up with it. right? If you haven't had it, that's okay too, because everyone's going to be learning something new. So you're going to feel what this is like, okay? That's a huge, huge, huge part of what I really is so important for me for you to receive out of this. Okay, so what are we going to do? First off, if you happen to have a pencil sitting next to you or a pen or something like that, then, or you can just even use your finger, okay? What I want, this is just a simple little technique so you can feel it. And what I want you to do is kind of see how my fingers just naturally kind of curl up a little bit? What I want you to do is to take the pencil and just let your finger flop up. And oftentimes what you'll feel is like a little bit of a vibration. And you can do it a couple times, but the idea is to just let it comfortably, easily just go. And that's the very, very, very beginnings, the very easiest part. And I realize that sometimes that's the most difficult. Is that baseline, that simplicity of it, okay? But work with that and feel the vibrations happen in this hand, okay? Excuse me. Now, the other part is Reiki and skincare. And a great, great way to use this in the everyday world, okay? So this is what I've been using on my skin. And how to do this in the real world, okay? You're going to take your non-dominant hand. I'm right-handed, okay? So you're going to take your non-dominant hand. You're going to put whatever it is, your lotion. This is just my moisturizer for my skin. You're going to put it here, and then you're going to put your other hand over it. Now, if you have had Reiki before, then when I say use Chokurei, then use Chokurei on your skincare. If not, not a problem. Just put it in your hand and have those thoughts of, okay, so what this skincare is, what this moisturizer is really, really good for is to help balance skin tones. And it's not a peel or anything like that, but it helps to balance out like, you know, just darker, like sunburn thing, not sunburn, but sun damage. Okay. This is a great one for all skin tones. So that's not going to matter either. So no matter what your skin tone is, this is a perfect one. And the reason I pulled this one out is because most people want to have bright, natural looking skin. Perfect product for that. Now I want to amplify those benefits even more. So what is it that I want? I have sun damage. I have dark spots, right? I want to help ease those even more. That's what I'm doing right now. So that's how we pull that into everyday world. So that's just what I use for my skin. You might have numerous other things. You might need more moisture, anything like that. So you would pull in, I want this to best serve the moisturizing aspects for my skin. Okay? That's how you're going to do it. That's Reiki in the real world. Okay. So we've got those little bits of vibration in our hand. We figured that out. So that's how you start. You've got that chill, that meditation, that relaxation type of thing. We have skincare, how you present yourself to the world, the best results that you want for you. All right? Perfect. If you have any more questions on those types of things, let me know. Not a problem at all. So about this course, it is a 6-week course. It starts June 18th, finishing July 24th. And until June 2nd, it will be 20% off. That's pretty awesome, actually. You can get more information from that in here. Unfortunately, I'm super, super bummed I could not get this recorded. So we're on our own with that. We'll figure that out, though. And then what else with this? Yeah, feel free to ask any questions. Ask in this group. It's not a problem. Looks like my website did get posted, so I have someone helping me in the background. Thank you for getting that in there. We'll get lots more stuff in there as well. Also, if you would like to have a Reiki session with me and to feel what that's like with me, then today I'm offering those at 25% off. That way you can get a really good sense of if you're with me I live in Boise, Idaho. So if you're here, you can get one. If you can get it actually in my office. I am seeing clients in my office again now. Now, if you're not, then I do distance healing all the time. So you can also get one that way. So I figured that would be a really good way to have that personal connection with what Reiki from me is like and how I work with it. So again, that one's 25% off, and then until June 2nd, the course, that 6-week course, will be 20% off. So I hope you got a lot out of this. You've got some really, really good baseline ways to start with this process with you. Again, if you have questions, ask. I'm gonna kind of wrap this up. I don't see questions, but maybe because I don't have everything used to how I'm used to seeing them. I don't know, but feel free to ask, okay? So I am going to go. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here with me, and I really look forward to working with you in this course. Okay, so have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.